Welcome to Heart and Hammer, where we build better homes, smarter spaces, and a more inspired life. Hi, I'm Julee Ireland, architectural interior and product designer and founder of Home Renovation School. Today, I am pulling back the curtain on design, wellness, and the products that are shaping the future of how we live. From sustainable solutions to materials that are really good for you and the planet. Be sure to stick around. You don't want to miss this. We've got a great show ahead.
Today, I am so excited because I have a very special guest, César Giraldo. I can't say it like you do. I wish I spoke Spanish, but
are you kidding me? You're perfect, Julie.
But you are so inspiring. He's truly an inspiring designer. He's known for his bold, sophisticated style and innovative approach to interiors and product design. And his roots in Colombia, he has a thriving design studio in West Hollywood. His journey has been one of passion, dedication, and pushing creative boundaries. So, César, I am so happy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Julie. You know what? I am so lucky that I have you next to me. You're like one of those beautiful flowers that you just like.
Thank you.
Being with you now, it's like, it feels so good. Yes. Now I feel better.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, you know how much I adore you. Oh my goodness. What I think is so interesting about you is you are a self-taught designer.
Correct.
And I am one also. And I think it's like, that's something that's so interesting about both of us. And I would love to kind of talk a little bit about your journey. And some of the challenges maybe and the struggles that you've been through and how you got to where you are. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in interior design?
So grew up in Colombia, in Medellin, and from Colombia, of course, as a young kid going through elementary, high school, I always was in love with interior design and had an amazing, of course, both parents were beautiful, a great mother who really knew her aesthetics and had a great sense of style and she understood really well color, texture. So growing up also in that environment, you sort of inherit a DNA.
Yeah.
So from Colombia, I moved to Iowa. Believe it or not, I was in Iowa. I always say that I'm half Iowan, half Colombian, because you know what? Iowa was such a beautiful place. I went there for college and I studied business and communications. And then from Iowa, I landed in LA. And so, with the hopes of becoming an interior designer. And the fascinating part is that when I landed in LA, I started doing friends' apartments, small scale places. And it was the day that I asked for an interior design job. And but they gave me the warehouse. They said, hey, this is a warehouse. It's full of furniture. You can sweep it. You can do whatever you want. But come on, get busy.
Oh my
and I did. No, but I did. You know what? It's one of those things that you embrace, the moment you embrace those jobs. And I learned a lot. It was a great university. Right. It was, because I was surrounded by all these objects and accessories and beauty, because it's what I love. So I left and then decided to go solo, and that was it.
Yeah. My mom was a really big influence on me too, like you. She always dressed us impeccably. So fashion was something that I grew up with. Our house was always beautifully decorated. Yes. And I think it's interesting that we both share that in common, that our mothers were such a big influence.
Huge.
Yeah. And you know what? You said something that I love too. You called it like, it was kind of like your university. We're both self-taught designers, and all these influences that we've had in our life growing up, our mothers and things really were kind of our university, right? Like,
absolutely. I mean, when you're in a situation like that, what do? Either you cry or you just, grab everything you got and you made the best out of it. And I did. I'm, quite optimistic about, my moments in life.
Yes.
I'm always, it doesn't matter where I am, I'm always reminding myself it's about being content. It's about enjoying the process. It's about celebrating where you are.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. What was there like a defining moment for you that made you feel like, oh, I've made it in design? Like, what was that moment for you?
That moment, yes. There was a project I was it was after I went solo. And after doing projects for friends, small scale projects, I got hired to do an 18,000 square foot home in Bel Air. Mm-hmm. So, of course, it's a different kind of, design project, the scale,
right,
the logistics, the timing, the budgets. So that was a huge undertaking, just a very good, an amazing project too. And I wanted to do it really, really badly. I dive into the project. It came out to be quite beautiful. And the project, it was a spec house, and the project sold. And this very influential client that had just moved out, from New York to Los Angeles, yes. He's in the music business. He bought the house, and he said, "You know what? I love what you did with this project, but I love antiques." So because the project was quite modern, right. And he said, "Would you just change everything and just go very classic with what I have, with what I own?" Because he had just sold his penthouse in New York. I said, "No problem." So I did the project for 3 years. And when he hired me, I stayed with him for another 3 years. Wow. And I did all his music, studio offices. And anyway, so in a way, that was almost like a stamp that I felt that, okay, I'm on the right path.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, an 18,000 square foot house. I mean, we both do high-end luxury. That is not a small project. That's a lot of bathrooms to design, a lot of living spaces.
14 bathrooms.
Wow, 14
bathrooms.
That might be a record.
14 bathrooms, 5 living rooms. Of course, when you have a project they literally feel like resorts.
Wow, yeah.
Literally, that's the feeling that you get.
Is that in your portfolio on your website?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
it is.
So we can see that.
Yes.
So that's awesome. What's one lesson that you wish you had known earlier in your career?
Not to sweat the small stuff. I really, I think it's why bother, and if it's not fun, why do it?
100%.
And not to sweat the small stuff. And I also feel that, especially in my experience, nothing in life is forever. Nothing. When you think that you have it all, get ready. Because nothing in life is forever. Nothing is guaranteed. So it's beautiful to really be optimistic and be in the moment. Of course, we also have to plan for the future and things like that. But I think that when you are content in your moment all the time, you sort of like, it's a different kind of feeling. It's a different energy. It's a different vibe to live with.
It is, absolutely. I think it's so important to love what you do. I teach that to my daughter, like, love what you do, be passionate about what you do. Don't sweat the small stuff. I love that.
It's not worth it.
The small stuff. No, it's really not. It's really not. So I would love to kind of get in a little bit, talk a little bit about your design philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we kind of titled this podcast "Designing with Soul," because we talked a lot. You really design with soul, like we design with soul. So what does designing with soul mean to you, to César?
Naturally, organically, I am super passionate about, I do. I am on a daily basis. Everything that I do, I just put so much passion, with not just in design, but, even with my friends, with the day-to-day, daily chores. And I am someone who I like to give the extra mile. If you ask me for one, I'll give you 5. Yes. And so that's who I am by nature. I am extremely passionate. So it's that love. And also, if I disappear from this planet, and if you ask me, what would you like to be when you come back? Exactly where I am today.
That's wonderful.
Yes, it's where I am. I'm enjoying the process I absolutely love it. It's this. I don't know what to do. I mean, this is it. This is the only thing I know how to do.
I know.
Yes.
I hear you there. I feel the same way. I think we both share that in common.
Yes.
We just love everything, like design, people, like,
and I love people.
I do too.
I think also it begins with loving people, loving yourself, loving people, sharing what you know with others. That's important because that's what we're here for. That's what we come to this world for.
Teaching what you know.
And teaching what you know. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So important. How does your cultural background shape your creative approach, do you think, like growing up in Colombia?
Okay, so I have to tell you, I was raised. My dad was in the coffee business. He was a coffee grower, and I was raised with donkeys, cows, and horses in the mountains of Colombia. Rather than milk, I just had coffee, baby. That's it, So that was me growing up.
I need some coffee.
Right, that was me growing up, and also Colombia is very beautiful. It's very lush.
Yeah.
It's and we love to celebrate. We love to celebrate anything, literally. I mean, it's a country that is actually was I cannot recall the publication, but it was one of the happiest countries on the planet. Like it's a very happy place, even though we have experienced tremendous amount of violence and so much, but it's a happy place. And I also kind of inject that into my projects. I celebrate. I do, even when with the projects that I do with people that I'm working with, as we set up the project, if we have to dance, we dance. If we do, it's having fun with it. So I think that's how the best possible way that I can really tell you, that's how I inject my cultural heritage in my interior design process.
I love that so much. And I want to dance with you.
Of course. I mean, are you kidding me? We're going to dance. There's so many parties here in Vegas tonight. I think we're invited to 10 parties so far.
We're turning this into a podcast dance party.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Are you ready?
We finish.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just.
Yes.
Okay. So I really want to know, because you do a lot of different things, but how do you balance innovation while maintaining like a real timelessness in your design? Because your designs are just extraordinary and each element is a surprise to me. That's what I just love your work. I really do. So how do you balance that?
Of course, when it comes to innovation, it is something that is constantly changing. So I always, when I have a project, I grab whatever I can grab in terms of innovation, inject it into my projects, and also bring my personal touch to it. I also love when it comes to innovation, I also love the dialogue that is between the old and the new. I think if you can achieve a good design with it, it can be quite poetic. And so it's how I sort of like play with a lot. I love to play with both.
Me too. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely a very old soul. I think you are too. I think we've had.
Yes, yeah. You've
we've
definitely
had 50 lives.
Yes,
like,
yes. For sure. Yes.
That's awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about like your approach to blending luxury, modern design, and timeless craftsmanship, because again, there's so many details in your work. So what emotions or experiences do you aim to evoke in your projects when you're designing something?
So, yes. Well, first of all, I love for my clients to experience inspiration and be blissfully happy about their personal space. That to me is my number one priority, because at the end of the day, of course, that's what they hire you for.
Yeah.
So, and they're gonna be, of course, using the spaces. So to me, that's my number one. If I can achieve that, then I think I have done a terrific job.
Yeah, I love that. So your design process, like, take me kind of through like start to finish. Like, how do you begin conceptualizing a new space? Like a kitchen, for instance.
Right. that when I get hired, obviously I am hired because it be a hospitality project, be a residential project. I am hired because of my design aesthetics. One, two, I always pay attention. I give the client center stage. I like to know who they are as people, what they are all about, what is it that they want. So I profoundly, we do a good study of before we go into concept. And third, I pay so much attention about nature. I always pay attention to where the project is located, what's around the project, what's behind, what's in front, what's to the left, what's to the right. To me, that is important because that also gives me a vision of what is it that we need to do in terms of, going. Because it's like, if you look at my work, the project in Hawaii, I did a project in Oahu. It's a very beautiful home. When I first went to Hawaii, it was just, of course, an empty lot. And when I was hired to do the project, but when I looked at the view in Oahu, the colors of the ocean were so magical.
Yes.
It was like the 50 shades of blue, not the 50 shades of gray.
Yeah,
the 50 shades of blue.
I like that better.
Yes. And
that's our new movie.
And the master bedroom, if you look at the project, the master bedroom, I commissioned this amazing artist from Paris, Pierre Bonafille. By hand, he did a mural in the master bedroom, and he painted all the different shades of blues, inspired with the colors of the view, that we have in Oahu. And so that's what we do, and I think nature has to do a lot with it.
100%. I'm the same way when I'm designing. It's everything that's around it. And especially now, biophilic design and everything is so important. So bringing nature indoors and taking our interior and blending that, right? We need to marry the two of them. So I love that. I love that so much. Are there any brands or key materials or design elements that you consistently turn to that you love for your projects?
Yes, for sure. Some of them are European brands, quite sophisticated, because I love the aesthetic very much, and the quality and the technology implemented in these products are, beyond amazing. And some of the brands that are here as well at KBIS, Cosentino is one of them.
Love Cosentino.
It's an amazing brand. I love the family. I love the company. I love the product. And I also love Grow Spa when it comes to plumbing. Yeah, Grow Spa is also an amazing brand that I actually like a lot. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about, let's see, like your passion and hard work. I mean, you've like opened doors to lighting and rug design, like product design. You've gone into product design, and you have just some. Like, I love your rugs. Your rugs are stunning, by the way. They're absolutely stunning. How did your journey to interior design evolve into product design? Because a lot of designers want to understand, like, we're both product designers, but how do you get there,
So I always love product design for a long time. And obviously, when I was a kid, I took so many workshops. And it was about creating, objects, and which is something that I'm always fascinated by. Also, my projects, most of them take an average of 2.5, 3.5 to 4.5 years. Like my Bel Air project took me 4.5 years. So, which is a good example. While doing the project, I was able to sort of like inject that personal bespoke touch to it. And that's when I decided to design a rug collection inspired on Art Deco. And I also did a lighting collection for Studio M,
which I love,
which is a very futuristic, sort of like inspired also on the project. And this project also, it kept me very inspired because the history is quite rich. The house used to belong to Marilyn Monroe.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes,
That's
the house.
amazing.
It was a small bungalow. It was a small bungalow, and it burned down in the fires of 1961 in Bel Air. So I wanted to do something for her, and I created a scent with a Parisian perfumery, ex nihilo. And so, of course, we came up with the candle collection, the perfumes, and all of that. But it was inspired on Marilyn Monroe because it was originally it was her house, and my client, had a lot for many years, and that's how I sort of like had the time to create all of it.
Wait, yes. I want to smell that perfume.
Oh, of course, you're gonna have one.
Yes,
of course. You must smell like Marilyn.
I'm like the dark-haired version of Marilyn Monroe, maybe.
Of course, yes, you are.
I like to think anyway.
No, you are.
Oh my gosh. I would love to know, like, what project was a defining moment for you on your journey that really took your brand like to the next level? Do you think it was this one we were just talking about?
I think 1859. Yes. Due to the time, to the length of the project, the scale of the project, it's a beautiful project, and also we did it through COVID. We started 2 years. It took me 4.5 years, and it took my client 7 years to finish the project. I mean, this house is resting on 120 kazans. I mean, really, if you go below, you feel like you're on the 405 freeway in Los Angeles.
Oh my God.
It's massive. So I think that, and also the project gave us a great amount of exposure on many social platforms, PR, magazine, globally, TV shows. I mean, it's
right. Was that in Architectural Digest?
Yes, it's AD Pro. I was interviewing AD Pro. I was Cahome, Lux. We got an amazing award. Is the number design award from the Rap Report.
Oh, amazing!
Yes, they do it once a year, and it was a big surprise as well.
Yeah.
It was on Netflix, so the project has been literally showcased.
Amazing.
Quite nicely. Yes.
If you guys have not seen this project, you need to go to César's website and see this, and because it's just magical. I mean,
it is.
Every element what I noticed, what really stood out is like all the trim, like ceiling, like every place you look is a moment to me as a designer. So I love it. Let's dig into that a little deeper, because I do want to ask you some more questions about that.
Sure.
So, were there any unexpected like design challenges? And if there were, like, how did you overcome those? Because again, this was a massive project. It's huge, 4 years. Like,
I think the most sort of like apparent, challenge with our project was that COVID hit. I mean, we literally were going at an amazing speed.
Yeah.
And there were days before COVID, because we started the project in 2018. And before COVID, we were having, days of 300, 400 employees, hammering daily. And it was going quite fast. And then COVID hit. And now we had to schedule a certain amount of employees to work, different times throughout the day, throughout the week. And then welcome to Zoom, baby, because Zoom, that was like, what is Zoom? I mean, are you kidding me? So
I know.
So a lot of my meetings then became Zoom meetings. And of course, get ready for that. That was a big surprise. And the house had a courtyard. It was beautiful. It was big enough for the house, but as you experience as well, I'm sure with your projects, everybody was about green. We want nature, and this fascination for nature. I will be driving in Los Angeles and people lining up just to pick up a plant because they wanted to experience that sort of a green feeling in their own home, in their own spaces. And so we went from having a courtyard that was about 3,500 sort of like square feet to 10,000. So because we took a detour, it's a big change. It's a big change of order, So we took a detour. It took us more time, and it's one of those things. But it was equally an amazing experience. the client and I, we just kept drinking champagne.
Wait,
Yes.
I wish I would have known you then.
Exactly.
You know I
Are you
would have been
kidding me?
drinking the champagne
Yes,
with you.
of course,
for sure.
Of course. Yes.
So what are some of the custom features or standout details that you're most proud of in 1859 Bel Air?
So one is the scent of the Maryland's, scent, the
Yes.
perfume.
Which we all want to buy it.
Yes, that's one amazing move that I just wanted to do that for her. And the staircase took us 2 years in the making.
Wow.
1.2 million.
Wow.
Yes. And so that was a great feature that I think that we put so much effort into the staircase because it's like the tail of it's like the wedding gown, when you come into the house. It's absolutely striking. So that's a beautiful feature. And yes, and in all my personal touches that I put into it, my personal designs, my product design.
Yeah. Do you have a design assistant that works with you, or
yes?
You?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have a team.
Yeah. We have a team. We're quite boutique. We're literally 9 of us. We're very small.
I'm curious. Do you? Because being self-taught designer, I do a lot of hand sketching. Do you do a lot of hand sketching?
No, I don't. No,
Oh,
I wish I could. But I also never sort of like try it. But no, I don't.
Oh, I'm going to tell you. You can do it.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm going to try it. I'm going to go to your class.
Yes, I can teach you. It's a shame.
Yes.
So how does this project, do you think, showcase your evolution as a designer and really push the boundaries of luxury design?
The exposure, I think, the exposure, new relationships. My good relationship with my client was amazing. It was fast, once I was done, you think that it was fascinating to get to know so many people. I think that when I started the project, I was clueless of what really was coming up.
Oh, wow.
And it was a great wave of many surprises. One, I have to tell you that actually in the process while doing the 1859, I also opened a foundation in my hometown in Medellin. And at the time, I was curating because my hands were on everything with art and everything. So I was curating the artists and I was thinking who really was going to be those artists that I wanted to be a part of the project.
Yeah.
And out of this foundation in my hometown in Medellin, this young girl, a great artist that went through a great amount of suffering, I gave her the opportunity to showcase a painting by her.
Yes.
And it was a collaboration between her and another artist in Medellin that I put together. And I was able to exhibit that painting at the house, which is it's called the Dancing Flower. It's a very beautiful Yves Klein blue flower that we put in the living, in the kitchen area. And that to me was a gift. Because I was able, I think that what we do, be a big platform or small, I think we're here to help. I think we're here to share. I think we're here to lift up. And that to me is super important, So I was so happy that she experienced, this. She never expected that it was going to be, that she was going to be a part of this huge project.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this young girl from Colombia, from a small town.
Like amazing.
When I told her, I said, look, I'm going to make you a part of an amazing project. She didn't believe me, and of course I did my follow-up and we came through. And that was quite uplifting. And probably that can answer, your question.
I love that. And I'm kind of curious, how did that affect her life? Like back in do people know about this?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Yes, so in Colombia.
It has changed her life, as far as
she's now through art classes.
Wow.
It's now, it will also, she's growing up, her life experiences were brutally, just horrific. And when she shared, because we opened the foundation and I took a trip to Medellin, and the idea was that all these young kids, we did a special luncheon and to get together with these kids to really, that they could share their stories. And when I heard her story, that touched me deeply because I know what suffering, it means,
Yeah.
I think when you experience it yourself, you can detect
Relate.
it. So that was very uplifting.
Yeah. I
Yes.
love that. That's so neat. I love that. I want to go to your hometown sometime.
Oh my God, you will love Colombia.
I love it.
Oh,
It's a happy place.
yeah,
I'm a happy person.
I don't
We're
think you're
be
gonna
happy.
come back.
Like,
You're not gonna come
probably
back.
not.
No, Julie's not gonna come back from Colombia. We all are going to Colombia. Colombia,
let's all go.
Colombian coffee. Yes.
Yes, I need some.
Yes.
Okay, well, you know what, César? It's Heart and Hammer time.
Yes.
Yep.
Tell me.
It's Heart and Hammer time.
Yes.
This is where I'm going to give you some fun, rapid fire questions. So really quickly, don't overthink it.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Fast.
Just the first thing that
No
comes to mind.
thinking. I want to close my eyes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Are you
Yes.
guys going to play? You guys can play too, by
I'm
the way.
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready with this one.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
One word to describe your journey.
Passion.
What advice would you give someone starting out?
Close your eyes, take a deep breath, open your eyes, and be fearless.
Love it. What's your favorite timeless design tip?
Color, color, color. Go away from vanilla ice cream palettes.
I love that. I know. I mean, I love vanilla ice cream to eat it, but you're right. Like,
yes.
Get away from that.
Don't be afraid of color. Color is amazing. Yeah. Come on, celebrate color.
It's a trend.
It's a trend.
It's very right now.
Yes.
Go bold or go home.
Go bold or go home. Yes. Go color. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Awesome. So what are some exciting projects or collaborations that you have coming up that you want to share with everyone?
One of them is, it's a project that I'm doing in Milan for Giulio Capellini. It's called The Next Place Hotel. It's about the future of hospitality. It's going to happen at Salone this April. That's a massive project. And I'm super excited about it. You are invited.
Too.
All of you are invited.
Are you going?
All of you have to come with us, okay? Please. So that's I'm excited about the project. We also are launching a collection for Vetzak, furniture collection, beautiful collection with them out of Germany. The creative director now, he was the creative director for Adidas for 10 years.
Wow.
And now we'll team up. And so that's quite exciting. And he's a fantastic guy. Love him. And then projects, I have to say, from Mumbai to South America to LA to Newport Beach that's it. I think.
Well, I'd like to go to Paris. Let's go to Paris.
Yeah, let's go to Paris. We're going to Paris. Yeah. We're going to Paris.
Oh my gosh. So you guys, he has some amazing projects coming up. We're all going to be looking for that. Like, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Thank you. You're so beautiful.
What legacy, this is an important thing, and I know you're probably going to say something that's going to make me cry. But what legacy do you hope to leave in the world of design?
Wow. I wasn't expecting that one. And I'm kind of mute on that one. What legacy should I leave behind? Do everything out of your soul. Like if I just, it's the only way to live. I mean, it just be true to yourself. I think if you do that, everything else it just comes. It just, 100%. I want to be remembered that, that I did things with passion and love. And, from here, it's that's my DNA.
Yes, it is your DNA.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Where can people follow your work and stay connected with you?
So my Instagram at César, Cesar, Giraldo, Giraldo, at César Giraldo Design.
Yeah.
And that's my Instagram and my website, CésarGiraldoDesign.com. And also because we have an e-commerce site as well where we sell everything that we produce. It's called casacesar.co.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Great. And I'll make sure that I put a post on my Instagram at Julee Ireland for y'all so you get all this information so you know how to find and follow César. So Thank you so much, Cesar. I'm going to stand up now. You guys, I've been sitting because my feet were hurting. But you know what? I have to stand up to hug. If you could pull my chair back, hug. And I'm not going to go too far.
And we're going to hug. We're going to hug. We're going to hug. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you so much. I love you so much. So I'm just thankful. Thank you for just such an insightful conversation, right? You're just amazing. I'm so glad that our paths have crossed and we've become friends, and I've been able to learn from you too. So it's just awesome. And I want to give a very special thank you to our sponsor, AJ Madison, for making the 2025 KBIS podcast studio possible. For more inspiring Heart and Hammer conversations like this one, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Have a great show, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Julie's the best.
Thanks for tuning into Heart and Hammer. I hope today's episode sparked fresh ideas and tools you can use in your own life. If you loved it, follow the show, leave a review, or drop me a note at juleeireland@gmail.com. Whether you got a question, want to be a guest, or maybe you just want in on all the fun. Until next time, stay curious and keep building beautiful spaces with a whole lot of gorgeous as gorgeous gets.